Every empire begins as a whisper in the dark. Not a trumpet. Not a cheer. Just a single thought, fragile, fleeting, that says, there's more. More than this paycheck. More than this silence. More than this life lived on repeat. And that thought, if protected, if fed, becomes the blueprint of a reality so powerful the world will try to break it before it blooms. You see, the world isn't built to honor your dreams. It's built to test them. To see how bad you really want it. To see if you'll fold when it's easier to scroll, to wait, to wish, to blend in and call it ambition. But here's the truth most people avoid. Success is never given. It's programmed. Not in your resume. Not in your wallet. It's written first in your mind. Every man who ever changed history, Carnegie, Lincoln, Jobs, Disney, they didn't start with resources. They started with clarity. A fire in the mind before there was a spark in the world. Carnegie saw steel empires when there were only rocks. Lincoln saw unity in a divided, bleeding country. Walt Disney saw castles and kingdoms on an empty orange grove. They all heard the same laughter you do. The same critics. The same voice that says, that's not realistic. But the difference? They didn't beg the world to believe. They programmed their mind until they became belief itself. And that's where it begins. Right here. Right now. With the thoughts you entertain, the words you repeat in silence, the images you allow to loop through your subconscious like a film reel that never stops running. Because your mind is not neutral. It's not passive. It's a machine, faster than any algorithm, more powerful than any AI. It's recording everything. And if you don't tell it where to go, it will drift toward mediocrity by default. That's not negativity. That's reality. The brain is wired for survival, not success. It's comfortable with patterns. It clings to fear. It obeys hate. And unless you reprogram it deliberately, unless you teach it to want the fire, you'll wake up 10 years from now still explaining to people what you could have been. But this isn't about what could have been. This is about what must be. So listen closely. And burn these words into the vault of your subconscious. You do not rise to the level of your potential. You fall to the level of your programming. And that programming? It begins with belief. Not the belief you post on Instagram. Not the belief you say when people are watching. I'm talking about the belief that shows up when the lights are off, when the deal falls through, when your friends don't understand why you keep waking up at 5 a.m. for something that hasn't paid you yet. That belief is not surface level. It is not logical. It is built like a bunker, deep, immovable, tested in fire. Belief is what Edison had when the light bulb failed 1,000 times. When people mocked him, and he said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's not optimism. That's mental programming. He trained his mind to extract power from defeat, to reframe rejection as refinement, to see each failure not as a wall, but a compass. Because here's the law, your life will always follow the rhythm of your dominant thoughts. If your mind is filled with fear, scarcity, doubt, your actions will shrink. Your body will hesitate. Your goals will decay before they even take root. But if your mind is saturated with certainty, not because the path is easy, but because you've decided, then nothing can touch you. And that decision, that's not just mental. It's emotional. It's spiritual. It's visceral. It's looking in the mirror and saying, I will no longer negotiate with smallness. I will not make excuses. I will not justify staying average because others are too afraid to be great. Your thoughts must become commands.